All right, Lotties. So I assume you guys are here because you want to see the Sage EBR stock installed on a Remington 870 receiver. So this one happens to be a modified Serbu Super Shorty. This thing is super slick. I'm actually just in the middle of my upgrading guns video. There's the stage for that. We're getting this thing swapped up, decked out. It's partway done, but this is the part where I add the stock. And you know what? I've had so many comments on this thing through Instagram posts that I posted on. Lots of guys have wanted it. I got this thing from Tier 1 Armory, by the way. They're up in Canada. Probably check out Sage International if you guys want the stuff stateside. But nonetheless, I've also had a lot of DMs requesting how to install it. So you know what? I thought, let's just do a video. Definitely not living up to my usual aesthetic class. So I just got some cool guns here for you guys to peek at. If you guys like this stuff, check out my channel. Most of it is a lot more fun, but sometimes we just need to get into the nitty-gritty details and do something tough, like installing this stock. All these bloody little parts are a super big pain. So let's get into it, guys. First things first, double check that the rear receiver has this little threaded insert in there because you guys are going to need that. Next up, take your receiver body, make sure the grip is removed, and then pull these bars out. They're going to be retained by these two little retention screws in the end, so you'll back those out. They could be like mine were like rock set in or something like that, or Loctited in, so you have to get those loose. Be careful not to strip them. Then take this all out. Now you want this assembly, so set this aside. You want this assembly, and you want the little threaded bolt that gets this locked into your gun. By the way, guys, you don't need to remove your lower to do this unless you needed to get this threaded insert in, so we will just pop that guy back in. Now, again, line these up just like so, and that's going to be where you need to get that little threaded insert in, so we'll get that guy installed next. All right, now that your stock block is secured to your receiver, keep in mind in these parts, there's a whole bunch of ways to assemble these. You can literally assemble this thing in like 5 different ways. Only one of them works. So take this guy for starters. It's going to go the wide side on the bottom. Then take this flat bar, position it like so. Now you're going to get this little spring. That's going to go in there between those two. Position that spring so that it appears through that hole. Now take this threaded insert, with the threads down, run it through there, and get it to basically connect all those assemblies together. Now to the opposite end of it, this little cap with the threads up, you're going to thread that together. Basically just screw it tight. A couple of rotations is all it really takes. Okay, now go ahead and get your stock bars back in. Slide that all the way ahead. Take the stouter of the two springs, hook that in this little bottom cap here, and then simply reinstall your grip, capturing that spring and everything else, and then locking it all together. Guys, there you have it. Ready to go. That's how she works. Pretty simple. Last thing to do is just reinstall those little captive end bars so you don't accidentally rip your stock off. You get a little too excited at the range when you have, your new Mark EBR stock all done. Guys, if you like this video, got 5 things for you. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at arm.and.gun. Do a lot of cool stuff there. A lot of behind-the-scenes action of the armory. Oh yeah, by the way, Mk14, we did a full video series on that guy. Shooting first-person style was a pretty good time. Pretty darn good time. This thing's actually a ton of fun to shoot. We did a disassembly video, broke it down. We did a gun 101. I give you guys the history, specs, and some features on it as well. Made a couple jokes, and that's usually the type of content here. This is, again, is a huge mess. This was basically just done off the cuff as I was going through my gun upgrading video when we were upgrading it up, getting it all souped up. And yeah, I decided to do that quick informational video, public service assembly for you guys. And that's that. So guys, if you liked all that, one more quick thing for you all. In my description below, I have lots of links. They're affiliate links and discount codes for various companies. We got coffee, we got holsters from Black Arch, Old Light products with some discount codes for you guys. Those support the channel if you guys use them. So guys, thanks a ton, and I'll catch you next time. Arm&Gun, out. Ladies and gents, she's done, back together. Look at this beautiful stock. This thing is one of the coolest upgrades you can do for your Remington 870. In my opinion, that is so friggin' slick. Ugh. We got the trigger assembly back on here as well. Everything is good to go. So let's continue on with this upgrade. By the way, this thing, back to Fudsville it goes. Okay, so